what Veraviews does is it prevents ads, and as I said, I think we're going to speak about that in a little more detail, how we do that. But we prevent bots from seeing adverts on video programmatic inventory, and that's going to be $100 billion market by 2025. So we really have a huge addressable market that this is going to be, and we think that we can really make a difference here.
Yeah, completely agree. I mean, I think we can all agree that bots are a problem, whether it's Twitter or any other platform you go, you're getting attacked by bots. And as a creator, I want to know that, the content that I'm putting out there is being absorbed by real people. And as, having a brand, if I'm going to spend on marketing, I would definitely want to know that I'm paying for real people to watch it and not just a bunch of bots. So yeah, and how does the tech work behind that? How are you able to distinguish a real viewer versus a bot?
Yeah, so this is where both proof of view comes in, but it's also where our other modules within the ad stack comes in. So first, I'll just give like a preamble about Veraviews. So Veraviews is the product. It's what we brand our advertising stack as. It's basically a product suite for publishers who want to prevent bots on their video programmatic inventory. So it's an open ledger advertising ecosystem, and it's built around our proof of view fraud technology. But it also uses other modules, and some of the modules that we use to prevent fraud include artificial intelligence and machine learning. And we basically use these in conjunction with our on-chain components to not only prevent fraud, which, to be clear, there are many solutions in the industry already that claim to reduce or prevent fraud. But what we do is we take that a step further, and we actually prove transparently and audibly that we actually have prevented that fraud. So I'll just describe how that looks. So we've got Veraviews running already in live environments. We can see that it blocks over 96% of fraudulent traffic in live testing environments, which we've revealed through case studies. And we do that by basically when a video loads on a website, there'll be a few seconds before that video loads where an ad bidding waterfall takes place. So basically, in the background, as we discussed with these programmatic adverts, in the background there'll be a bid, and advertisers will bid to show their ad to whoever's on that website at that time. This takes place in like a split second. It's really, really a fast process, but they need to know within that process and whilst the video is being watched whether that video is actually a real viewer. Now there's a lot of as I've said, like project solutions that will check whether it's a real viewer. But what a lot of these other solutions do is they'll do, say, spot checks. So they'll check 1 in every 100 ads, let's say, and they will basically say to the advertiser, well, we checked 1 in 100 viewers of your ad, and we found that only 3 of them were actually fraudulent. Well, of course, this doesn't actually exclude bots. It just excludes bots from the ones that they checked. The reason they do this is because it would generate a vast amount of data, and that vast amount of data would have to be sorted and put into a format where the advertiser could read it. Whereas what we do with proof of view and with our blockchain components, the VRA chain, which is a side chain of Ethereum that we've tailor-made for our own purposes, is we essentially take all live log level campaign data and we put that on the blockchain in real time. So instead of just saying, yeah, we've checked 1 in 100 of your ads, we can say that we've checked every single one of the ads that has been shown during this campaign. This is exactly how much percentage of fraud you had in that campaign. This is how much we blocked, and you can prove it online. And this is how much got through, and you shouldn't be paying the publisher for those views because they were fraudulent. So it really gives a much higher level of data granularity. So not only do we introduce new and powerful combination of components that prevent ad fraud, but really the unique and the the unique innovation is how we present that data to the user. And to our knowledge, and definitely in the space, with basically the only ad tech solution that does that, show a full transparent report of an exact ad campaign. So that's why proof of view technology, we talk about that a lot. It really is the centerpiece of our ad tech stack. It really is what makes us very unique in the advertising world. And I think it's important to talk about that when we talk about the ad tech stack itself.
That's awesome.